What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City of Z. Once again, I will be your tour guide today, and I hope you enjoy your stay, and I'm beyond psyched for this map, and I'm going to do the breakdown of the intro cinematic right now, and I'm going to do it in a little slow motion, and I'm just going to be talking right through it, so pay attention. Northern France, 1918, we see a Zeppelin, bunch of planes. Who knows, maybe we'll get to that'll have something to do with it. I don't think the planes will, but maybe the Zeppelin. Now, the key thing here is that we see signs pointing to different areas into the trenches. That's very interesting, so we know where to go in the trench. Now we get our first glimpse at Dr. Maxis and young Dr. Richtofen, and that is epic. Young Dr. Maxis, what the heck? Group 9 through 5, so clearly we know that Maxis and Richtofen were looking for something, an ancient evil under the map, using these mining devices shown on screen right now. That would be probably what they're looking for. It looks almost like an Element 115 rock, but blue, which is kind of confusing. So we can see Maxis and Richtofen together, they're working, and they're trying to find something. So as you can see, they got I don't know if they're Nazis then, German soldiers digging through the rubble, but then all of a sudden we see this zombie, we see the zombie that we saw in the picture yesterday fly out of here. He's just a regular zombie, but they just made it more dramatized yesterday. But yeah, we see him run through here, so maybe they're going to be breaking through walls. That's just a possibility, but nothing really important. He rips the guy's head off. This is a very gruesome cutscene. He rips the guy's head off, and look at that. Bam. What a boss. Okay, so that's weird. His eyes are, notice the color of his eyes. They're like bluish purple. But now, if we look at some of the other zombies, look at the color of their eyes. We're gonna see yellow. We're gonna see, and I believe a couple more blue right there. That is a different area. Now that's the thing. They were underground in some mining shaft-like thing. Now up here, look, boom, yellow eyes. Does that mean one of the Maxis peoples are in control there, and maybe Richtofen or something else is controlling down there? That's another possibility. Here they're running across no man's land. That leads me to believe that no man's land will be playable, and that's like where all that foggish like thing looks like. Zombies are flying. There's the tank, and how fitting is it that Tank Dempsey shows up on the tank? That is just so awesome. I love what they did with this cutscene. They made everything so badass. We see Tank Dempsey riding up, and boy, is that exciting. So, if you take a look here, Tank jumps down, he's using the new machine gun, and he's just going ham on all the zombies. And notice still the colors of their eyes. The colors of their eyes are yellow when we're above ground, but when we were down beneath in the beginning, they were blue-ish. But maybe here's this possibility that I was going at. Maybe, remember how in the Moon Easter egg Samantha says there's something like more powerful in the ether? Maybe that new bluish tint is that something more powerful. So that, I think, is certainly a possibility. We've got some other being controlling in the ether. Now, I believe all of that smoke that we just flew through, that is just used in the trailer to, sort of make an effect. As we go to Nikolai, and we always are flying through the smoke in the trailer, intro cinematic cutscene. And we get young Nikolai going ham with an axe. Now, I remember this in like the Call of the Dead trailer, or the Call of the Dead intro. We saw the characters using these different melee weapons, and we see it here too. We see Nikolai throwing this axe. We see Takio. Nikolai's got an Olympia right there. But we also see Takio with a samurai sword in a minute. Now, we're probably not going to get to use these weapons in-game. Like, I remember one of the Call of the Dead characters, they actually had a pitchfork, but we never got to use the pitchfork. But here comes Takio, who actually looks incredible. He looks so badass in this game, or in this intro. I'm actually kind of excited to play as him. Usually everyone doesn't want to play as him because he's more, I guess, boring. But look at this guy, wrecking the zombies. Yellow-eyed zombies once again. So the trenches are going to be a huge part of the map. We're probably going to start there, if I had to guess, and just work around, eventually navigate our way through, somewhere maybe through no man's land, and then we're going to get to that mine shaft area, and that's where all the Easter egg stuff is going to go down. That's where everything exciting is. And now look at Takia run through here, does some sort of jump, and bam. Them meeting for the first time. That is really epic. Really, really epic. And in the beginning of the trailer, guys, I forgot to tell you, but it's Samantha talking, kind of a weird voice, and she's basically saying that two Nazi scientists were looking for something, and I'm going to tell you how it all really started. So it's sort of like her telling us the story, but look at this. Our three characters meeting, and then they turn, and guess who they see? That is Edward Richtofen. And he is the guy in that secret image. He was working on the zombie. Remember we saw in that secret image in one of the teasers? He's the guy cutting up the zombie. He's experimenting with it. That's weird. That is messed up. And looks at his bloodied hands, blood everywhere, gore. This is going to be a gory map, I got a feeling. It's going to be intense. And our three characters are like, uh-oh, we got zombies. So that sort of means that they're just, you know what, they're putting their differences aside and they're going to fight the zombies like that. And they turn around, but then guess who shows up? The big boy robot, 1,000-foot guy, and he just steps on the hull. So that might, they've managed to run out of there, but look at this guy. Like, how does that happen? They just all hightail out of there. So and that pretty much ends the trailer right there, or the intro cinematic right there, guys. And that's my breakdown. There's a ton of interesting stuff, especially, you know, Group 935, that weird symbol. It's all the different colored eyes. So I hope you've enjoyed this breakdown. I will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic, fantastic day.